This video is so long overdue. I'm sorry. Hi everyone, my name is Bambi, aka Bam.B, and welcome to how I did my makeup for the GRWM concert. To be really honest with y'all, I did it, but I was so self-conscious about it, so I had to do it again. I just did not like how it turned out. So let's do it together now. All right, let's go. First and foremost, skincare is so important. So I already cleansed my skin. So right now I'm gonna take my glasses off. Yeah, I'm gonna take my glasses off. And I'm going to, the cleanser I use is the Anua Heartfelt. I have a picture. I can never think of the full name of it. I have a picture, I'll have it right here, period. And then I'm going in with a toner pads. I really like toner pads. It's just so convenient to me. And I'm going to be using the Vitamine Brightening Pad by Mediheal for day and night. It's in a yellow container. I'm just going to take, and it has tongues within it. So I'm just gonna take like one little sheet and I'm just going to take one. Well, today is the day I'm gonna be using two. I'm just gonna put one right here. I have the most like dark spots on my cheeks, so I'm gonna put that on my cheeks mostly. And then I'm gonna put one right here. Just for a little bit. Sometimes I like to use toner pads as masks before I do my makeup. I also, depending on the day, I also like to use sheet masks. Let me go ahead and put this back in the bag. Depending on the day, I also like to use sheet masks for my skincare, just that way that my skin is nicely prepped, nicely juicy and bouncy. Anyways, so just gonna leaving that for just a little bit, not too long, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back, and once I'm satisfied with how long I've let it on my face, again, I don't leave it on my face for too long, but I just kind of put the rest of it on my face. You see how my skin is nicely rejuvenated. You see how dry she was. I also like to put it down on my face, on my neck and my chest. That way they also get the nice same benefits. Just because they don't see the sun doesn't mean that they don't get some love. And after that's done, I'm just going to massage it into my face and then just lightly tap it. Lightly tap my face, just so my face can wake up just a little bit, because I did just wake up not too long ago. After that, I'm going in with my Anua Peach 70 Niacin Ceramide for like 99. Anua Peach 70 Niacin Serum, 70%. I like it. I've seen that these two paired together has definitely like brightened my skin just a little bit, especially around like my dark spots, mostly on my chin area. So I don't let the droplet like touch my face. I just let it slightly tilt it back. I let gravity do its thing, and put that on the areas where I need it the most, especially on my forehead. A lot of my wigs have bangs, or I just like wearing bangs in general, so a lot of it just like falls on my eyebrows, and my eyebrows get the front of it. Anyways, I look like a glazed donut. Come through, okay? Okay, let's go. Ah, you see how my skin is glowing now? Come on now, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't play with me now. And to lock everything in, I'm going to go in with the Hardly Feely Motion. I like how lightweight it is. So I just usually do 2 pumps and put it on my face to kind of lock in all the moisture, lock everything in. The most important step, sunscreen. I'm almost out of it. The Neutrogena Hydro Boost 50. What I like to do is just use 2 fingers right there. Right there. And that is literally enough for my whole face, neck, and chest. So I also like this one because it's not, once I let it sit, she's melanin friendly to me. Another alternative for sunscreen is a Black Girl sunscreen. I really like the Black Girl sunscreen. It's one of my favorites. I just need to finish this bottle so I can go get some more sunscreen later. Boom, bam. Period. If you see me squinting, it's because I don't have my glasses and I don't have contacts anymore. They've well expired, and the eyes are the most sensitive muscles of your body. You cannot replace them. They don't grow back, they don't do anything, or they don't heal. So contacts gone. So I'm just gonna the entire time. I hope y'all okay with that. So once the sunscreen is setting and all the products are getting to know each other, I'm not gonna put too much makeup on my face first, but I will prep my skin a little bit more. The secret is to let your skincare sit on your face just a little bit. That way it has time to marinate, get to know all of the products that she's meeting and stuff like that. That way it will just stick better to your face. I'm going to now take the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer Corrector in the shade Deep Chestnut. No, is it Deep Chestnut? Yeah, Deep Chestnut. And I'm going to do my eyes first. It really just depends on how I'm feeling. A lot of people like to do eyes first, face first, this, that, and the third. Because I'm doing the look I did for GRWM, I'm going to do the eyes first. This is like a random concealer brush that I got from AliExpress for like less than $5. So I'm going to take that, apply it all over the pencil, or like the brush, and I'm going to carve out my eyebrow. That way that's already done. Girl, do I have enough? Fuck it. We're not going to use a concealer brush. So I'm just going to take it straight up because I don't know if it took enough product. There you go. Going to carve both of my eyebrows, and I'm going to put some on the lid so that way my lid is primed already, prepped and primed. Oh, I'm going to carve the top of my eyebrows as well. Let me see if I can use the concealer. Let me see if I can use my concealer brush. Just carving it out to the shape I want. Because I have no tail of my eyebrows, I can kind of play around with it. You're gonna see me do this a lot because I'm trying so hard to get my posture right, Lord. So I'm going to blend this out just a little bit. There we go. Don't forget to clean your brushes. I am recording this on my phone, by the way. I'm still like, I don't want to look at myself because if I'm looking at myself, you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing. But anyway, so I'm still getting used to that. So I'm going to take a Real Technique, the Concealer Deluxe Crease Brush. I like to use it to blend out my concealer. I like to use 2 brushes for that. This is the one that I go to just for this. And I'm just going to blend out the edges mostly. And boom. Now, I'm going to take your drag queen's favorite, your cosplayer's favorite, your mama's favorite. I'm going to take the NYX Jumbo eye pencil in white. Well, it's the white one. What it's called? Technically the name is Milk, but it's the white one. And I'm going to use that to cut my crease just a little bit. Mostly the front of my crease, this way. And I stop halfway because those are the parts that I want the brightest. There we go. And I'm just gonna blend this with my finger. That way we have a nice white base for the eyeshadow. Now the palette that I use the most, because I usually try to like keep myself to one palette, especially since I was getting ready in line. So I'm using the MAC Whitney Houston. I'm using the MAC Whitney Houston palette, and the first color that I remember using was the brown one. It was the Nipsey Chestnut right there, and I used that to put more definition on my crease, just to have a little bit more color back in my crease. So I'm going to take a blending brush, another random one that I found on AliExpress for like $5, but I think the brand is, it's Mange, I don't know. So I'm just going to clean my brush up just a little bit. The trick that I'm going to be using is just holding my brush at the end of it. It's going to give me less control, and it won't like immediately being packed on my eye. I just want it to be slightly there, right? Because this is just a transition shade that I'm going to be using and just to deepen my crease. So I'm going to start off with the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just going to slightly and slowly just blend it towards both the front and the back in circle motions. And I'm going to tilt my head back just a little bit. I have a lot of lid space, but I just want to make sure that everything gets covered, you know? Slowing this clip down, I really want you guys to take a look at what I'm doing exactly. First and foremost, the movement is coming from my wrist. As you're blending your eyeshadow for now and later, make sure you go in tiny circles with movement that is coming from your wrist as you're holding the pen or the pencil, brush, whatever you want to call it, towards the end of it. You want to make sure you go in tiny circles. That way it blends nice, like it's blending for the white part of my eye, and it's going to come up later as well. Remember, makeup is a skill that you build over time, so have fun with it. And I'm going to do what I just did to this side to the other side. There you go. As you're seeing right now, I'm just dragging this down to the outer corner of my eye as well. That way it already gives like something there. So what I meant to say is it creates a shadow in the areas where I want it to be darker, because I'm gonna be darker in those areas. I want to make sure there's already a shade there before anything else. And you can see once again those circular motions that I talked about earlier. Keep at it, keep doing it, you got it. And I'm going to drag that as well at my lower lash line. I'm sorry if you can't stand looking at it. Just look up and look up. There you go. With a brush that is slightly thinner, I'm now gonna go in with the next shade, and it's the Nippy Tape Dusk. And I'm going to just define my crease just a little bit. Just going to put that under where I put the brown. That way it creates a nice gradient. Once I put it in the crease, I'm also going to put it on the outer corner of my eye as well. And I'm going to stop about halfway of the lid. Everything I did on top of my eye, like on the lid, I'm doing the same thing. I'm doing the same thing on my lower lash. And I did this makeup look like so fast. This is like almost an everyday look. This is almost like an everyday look for me. This is something that I do like if I have to go out really quickly and I know I want to do something dark with my eyes. Okay, I want to do something dark with my eyes. So this is just my everyday like makeup look. I like a more alternative look or darker look. That is just how I like to dress too. Like my entire closet is just straight up just black clothes and just like maybe a little bit of colored clothes, but mostly black, mostly gray, and some whites, because again, I'm trying to look like Nana Osaki, y'all. That's my girl, okay? So I like darker colors. This is what we have so far. So I'm just gonna take my finger. Don't underestimate the I didn't mean to flick it out. But I'm gonna just take my middle finger and I'm just going to go in with the Nipsey Sand Dust, and I'm just going to place that where I put the white at the inner corner of my eye. And you know, don't underestimate the power of your fingers, because child, it does blend out well. But that's why brushes have been invented as well. So I'm going to take that same large brush that I used before, and I'm just going to blend everything together. And if you see that it's not enough, you can always put that shit on. That's the thing. This is not a clean girl makeup look. I don't do clean girl aesthetic. Why? Because I like to put my shit on. If you want your makeup to last, you're gonna have to put it on. I'm going to take the black in the thing in the same eyeshadow palette. It's Nipsey's Noir, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my crease just to deepen it a little bit more. And when I mean outer corner, I really mean outer corner, like make it a V. And again, what I did on top, I'm going to do at the bottom. So I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line. And I'm going to stop halfway. Girl, I cannot believe I did this whole entire look outside. But it is what it is. So so now I'm going to do my eyebrows. Actually, I'll do my eyebrows today. So now I'm going to just let the makeup sit a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer with the concealer brush, a smaller concealer brush. This is an old one from Morphe that I've had for years. As you can tell, she's done, but she gets the job done still. So I'm going to go back with my concealer, just sharpen the edges of my wing. I like a sharp wing, and I like a sharp look. Again, we're trying to recreate cunt here, okay? I'm gonna make sure, and I made sure that I lift it up here as well. I'm just going to go up with it diagonally, slight diagonally at a 45-degree angle, just so I can look, you know, trying to fake a facelift here, people. I'm gonna go back with my crease brush and just kind of diffuse it, like blend the bottom out just a little bit more right there. Period. All right, make sure they're sisters, okay? I love doing eyeliner. I've loved it so much. I've done so many styles, and I feel like with this style, I love thick one. Did I do a thick one? Yeah, I did a thick wing with this one, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'll first start off with the outer line. This is going to be my base right there. And then I'm going to look straight ahead, and I'm going to create a bat wing. So pretty much, if you didn't see it, I'll pretty much just drag from this point to this point, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And once I'm here, I'm just literally going to just drag it down this way. Drag it, same on the other side, drag it down this way. Okay, so then I'm just gonna fill it in. That's the easiest part. Period. Same on the other side. I'm going to, oh, by the way, this is the NYX Epic Link, oh my god, this is the NYX NYX Epic Link liner. I like it because it has like a really like felt tip. So I'm going to line my upper lash just so that way my eyeliner looks more uniform. Period. And I'm gonna do the inner corner later, but right now I'm gonna go in with a dark or like a black eye pencil, and I'm just going to smudge the bottom out. Line the bottom of my lashes. I'm just gonna go in with a small brush like this and just blend it out. So I'm just going to fix my eyes just a little bit. So I'm just going to take a Q-tip and I'm just going to fix the inner corners really quickly. I think the funniest thing what happened during the while I was doing my makeup and line, people just like looked at me. I looked rough because again, I've been at the venue since like 5 in the morning, and then they looked back and was like, oh my gosh, your makeup. I'm like, yeah. My face had time to marinate and like get to know all the products and all together, and it feels nice and smooth. I use 2 primers. I found this tip on a random TikTok on no, not on a random TikTok. I found this tip on a YouTube, not a TikTok comment section. I think it was Miss K, if you know Miss K, beautiful woman. She told her comment section put me on, and I just had to took a note, right? So usually I would use the E.L.F grip primer as my primer, but I also, the way that my face just did not budge at all, I added the Putty primer. Both of them together, trust, this is how I did it. On the places where I need the most like pore filling, like I have a lot of large pores right here, and that's where I'm going to concentrate it. I'm going to put that mostly on where I have the biggest pores, and I'm just going to just put it on. I'm putting that shit on. And my skin after I've used this felt literally like silk. And I'm going to definitely put it on like the inner, like right here by my nose, because I feel like that's the part where that gets the most neglected at some point. And right here on top of my big old 5 head. My family was blessed with the 5 heads. Just making sure that I don't smudge the concealer I already put, but honestly, truly, I might put some more. So, and then I go in with the grip primer on the rest of the face. So mostly on the cheeks and on the chin. Honestly, I need a mirror. Because of the sunscreen that just moved, I am going to let that sit for like 30 seconds. It's also recommended you let it sit for 30 seconds, but that's the primer. Both of them together. Now, this is where I'm gonna have to speed up because I looked at myself and I said something is missing. And to be really honest with y'all, I realized that I didn't put in the gray that I wanted. I mixed up the 2 colors. So instead of the Nippy Tape Dusk, I went back in with the Nippy Grape from that same Whitney Houston palette, I'm sorry, from MAC, and that made it a little bit more, it just made the eyes pop a little bit more. And then I went back in with the Nippy's Sand Dust to accentuate the inner corners of my eye, in the middle of my eye just a little bit, and I felt so much better afterwards. I felt so much more confident finishing this video because I was smooth about to cry and I was about to rage quit, and you can tell it on my face. And I went back in with my eyeliner, fixing the eyeliner on the what side is it? Is it this is left side, yes, left side. So I went back in, did the left eyeliner, and I felt so much better. You can see that there's no more tension. Everything went right. That's the beauty of makeup. You can always do it over again if you don't like it. And I felt so much better afterwards. But look at this, y'all. Exactly. So my new favorite foundation is the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Tint in the shade 9. It's a little bit red when I put it on, but as it like dissolves a little bit and put all my stuff on, it just is a really good match. Let me show y'all. I was influenced by the Korean beauty YouTubers by using like a spatula for foundation. So I've been using this for a while, and I got it from AliExpress for like $3. So yeah. And I'm just going to concentrate that on the middle part of my face like this. I just really love how the spatula brush just like spreads foundation out like so evenly, so well. I'm gonna put that on my mustache and just a little bit more so I can have some on my forehead. This formula of this foundation is so lightweight and I'm so in love with it. I'm now using a wet beauty sponge. This is the one from Real Techniques I've had years ago. I need to change her up. She's been beat up, but I'm gonna use that to kind of like blend that in. There we go. Look at how my skin looks. It looks glowy. Oh my goodness. This is why I love this foundation. I'm a matte girly, so we're going to be matting this all down, unfortunately. But literally, I can go out like this is why I love this foundation, because I can literally go out like this and call it a day. Like, this is amazing. But we're not, because I'm looking at myself, I'm like, damn, girl. Like, but anyways, so I'm gonna go back with the concealer that I have, the E.L.F. Camo Concealer, a Camo Concealer in a shade Deep Chestnut, and I'm just going to put my concealer by my eyes right here, just to brighten up wherever the sun touches my face, the edge of that eye look as well. I'm gonna put that on my cupid's bow, my chin, my 5 head, and the middle of my nose, period. While that is sitting, because I don't immediately blend it out, I have so many E.L.F. products. E.L.F. Oh shit. E.L.F. Yeah. Then again with E.L.F., I'm going to go in with the Camo Liquid Blush, and I'm just going to put tiny dots on my face for where I want the blush to be at. So I kind of want it under my eye right there, right there, right there, and right there. I'm gonna let that marinate for a little bit as well, and I'm gonna go in with the E.L.F. Halo Wand Contour in the shade Deep Intense, Deep Tan, Deep Bronze Intense, whatever that is, one of the darkest ones. And I'm just going to use that to contour my face a little bit. I like to contour my face while I also like do my cheeks too, like right here, because when I smile, you know, yeah. And I'm also going to cut my chin as well, just so I can have a V shape of chin, my jawline, top of my lip right there, dome, boom. I let that sit for a minute. That way it all gets together, understand each other, love each other, support one another, marry each other, whatever they need to do. Just let that sit for a moment, because the longer it kind of sits, the blendable, like the blendable it becomes unnoticed. So I will come back. Okay, now that it's been a while, I'm gonna go ahead and blend everything together. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the concealer. To blend this concealer, the part of the concealer, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques setting brush. It's usually used for setting spray, like setting powders, but I kind of like how it blends out my concealer, so I'm just going to be using that. And before I go in, I'm gonna go in with the E.L.F Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I missed the old bottle. E.L.F, if you're hearing this, I miss the old bottle. Bring it back. This is rubbish. Anyways, so I'm going to spray that on my brush. That way the ingredients of this is going to stay on there. This is how my makeup stay on for a longer time. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend the edges of my concealer while trying to not get the blush. It's fine if I did, but anyways. So boom. E.L.F was there during my college days, so I'm faithful to their products because it's been helping a lot. So I'm going to use an old blush brush that used to be $3 and just blend the blush out. When they said she was pigmented, girl, she's pigmented. So those little dots was enough to do all of this. Period. And then I'm going to take my contour brush, also from Morphe from years ago. Also going to use my setting spray on it, and I'm going to blend that upwards because I'm blending it upwards because I want a snatched face. It blends so well with everything that I have going on already. I got the browns, period. Same on the other side. And then I do my chin and my jawline. I take the most time with my chin and jawline because I have a habit of forgetting that and I look horrendous. So I take my time with it. I like to do my makeup when I'm in no rush, because that way I can just, it's like, it's so meditative. Like, it's something about being in this meditative state and by myself and just listening to music while I'm doing my makeup that just, all the ideas are flowing in my head. This is how I meditate, okay? Doing my face, because people meditate if they're doing yoga and if they're painting, also when I'm painting, but mostly when I'm doing my makeup. This is where I'm like, it's quiet enough. I hear thoughts. I hear my own thoughts. This is where I start texting my friend, hey, I'm on the way. When I start pulling out this, because this is almost done. So going with the same setting spray again from afar and just douse myself in it. That's why I go through a lot. Boom. And I let that sit for a minute. This is the perfect time to clean up things that you don't need anymore too. That way you're not overwhelmed with everything that you have to clean up. But once I feel like it's dried enough, I'm gonna go in again with my setting sponge, or like my Real Techniques sponge. I'm gonna spray her into setting spray again. I use a lot of setting spray just to make sure that everything just doesn't move, right? Everything is blended all together and nothing moves. It's important to set your face between steps. Right now, I finished all the cream products and now I'm gonna go in with my powder products. It's important that everything that I just did does not move, does not budge. Everything is good together before I move on to the next step. So once again, say it all together with me. Set before you go on to another step. I'm proud of y'all, look at y'all. While I let that sit down and marinate just a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyebrows. I'm gonna go in with the handy dandy, the trusty Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Pomade in the color dark brown. If it's not broke, don't fix it. She's been my girl since when I started makeup in 2016. So she's staying with me. She's never leaving. I'm going to brush my hair upwards just a little bit because I have stray hairs. I have eyebrow hairs that just does whatever the fuck they want. So I've fought enough. And I'm going to concentrate that on the end of my eyebrows. Oh shit, well, the tail of my eyebrows. I like cutting my tail off, just kind of give me a better, it just gives me better versatility as to how I want to do my eyebrows, because sometimes I want to have them high arched, sometimes I want to have them straight. So today's a straight day, or like how I did my makeup for you again, it was kind of straight, so I'm doing it this way today. And I'm just going to blend the front out this way. So just so we are on the same page, I put the most product on the tail end because that's how I dictate how my eyebrow is going to look. And I want it straight today, so it's going to be a straight. And I fill in the rest. Brush if needed, and because this brush is a little bit more devious, I'm just going to line up the bottom of my eyebrow and blend it to the top, or blend it upwards. There we go. And that's the eyebrows. Those were the eyebrows. All right, next step, let's go ahead and mat everything down. So I'm first gonna go, to make sure I don't have anything like Flashback Mary coming to haunt me down, I'm gonna go ahead and powder it first. I'm going to use the Pro Filter, the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation in the color 420, and I'm just going to take a big brush. What brush did I use? Use a foundation brush and powder everything down with a somewhat light hand. And I put the most on where I sweat the most, so on my forehead and on my T-zone. I realized I didn't contour my nose. That's okay. We're not going to contour nose today. It's fine. I'll just put bronzer over on top of it. It's fine. And then I go in with my setting powder. So I'm using the One Size Beauty, the Ultra Pink setting powder. I like the pink. I don't know. It's something about that pink in this formula. I know I'm not supposed to use it because there's a different color for the color girls like me, but it's the pink. I don't know, man. The pink is doing it for me. So I'm just gonna use a light hand. So I'm gonna use like this old busted powder puff that I use. I'm gonna take a little bit, and if I put too much, I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand just to tap the excess. And I'm just going to put that where I put my concealer on, pretty much. You see how that blurs? Like, it's not even that pink, but it just blurs my face so well. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put that on right there, and on top of my forehead. Period. And then I go in with another brush, another foundation brush that I have, and just like make sure I tap it in. It has like excess of my powder foundation, but that's okay. It blends it in nicely. Period. And then after that, I go in with the bronzer. Now, this bronzer is done. She's in smithereens, but she still gets the job done. So I'm going to slightly contour my nose with it because I forgot to contour my nose. So I'm going to take I'm just gonna use like this brush, and it just kind of creates some shadows around my nose. Right there, right at the corners, like right at right here. It gives gives my nose just a little bit more dimension. I'm just gonna go on the bottom of my nose as well. Just going down. Right there, right there. I try to make a V with it. How's it look? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And then I'm gonna take a big old bronzer brush, also from Morphe, and just dip it in my bronzer. And just kind of go where I put the contour at before I go in with my blush. Right there. Just warming up my face just a little bit from all the setting that I've just done. So I'm just gonna put that on the perimeter of my face to make my face also kind of smaller. And then I'm gonna go in with a big blush brush, and I'm gonna go in with the MAC Flirting with Danger, where I had put the blush under, like where I placed my blush right here. Let me check my mirror before I do something stupid. Okay, I'm not doing nothing stupid. Not pictured in the photo, but I'm just gonna put some I'm just gonna put some on the bridge of my nose because I feel like it today. It's kind of cute. Right there. It's kind of cute. Why didn't I do it? Why didn't I do it on the concert? Anyway, this is where I'm almost done. I'm just going to wipe off all the product that is on my lips. Just for good measure, setting. Because once again, before you, what the fuck was I saying? Before you go into another step. Period. While my face is setting, let's go ahead and do my lips. So I'm gonna go in with the MAC Root For Me lip liner. Me and my mom just discovered it not too long ago, and we said there's something here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips with it. Let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and I'm gonna fill in the inner corner as well. That way it gives my lips just a little bit more dimension. I'm going to blend that together by... My favorite lip gloss at the moment has been the Fenty Cream, the Fenty Beauty Cream in the color Mauve White. I don't know. I've seen this look on SZA and I said, yeah, I want that. And I'm just gonna start it with the center of my lips where I didn't put the lip liner on. Right here. And just blend it out. Yeah. All right, let me go back to the eyes now, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on. I was using the lashes, I was using the Kiss You Do You lashes in the pictures and when I met him, but because again, I don't have the capacity, or sorry, I still do it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and print my lashes with the Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High mascara, and I'm going to be putting it on mostly on the bottom of my lashes, that way it blends in with my top lashes. So I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 coats for on top. Top lashes done. I'm gonna go in with the Duo Lash Glue, the dark one. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the lashes to make sure that your eyelashes stick. I'm not going out today because I'm filming. I'm literally going to play a video game after this, but just to make sure, put some on the lash band and some on your lash line as well if you want that extra stability. But I'm gonna start putting on the lash to concentrate a little bit more product of the lash glue on in the middle, in the front, like in the middle and the front and ends of the lash line, just that way it doesn't lift. And when I put it on, I just like look back. I have my mirror like right here. I look back and put that shit on. Some people use tweezers, I don't.
You want to make sure that you put the lashes as close to your lash line as possible, and you also want to wait till the glue is tacky enough so you can put that shit on.
Lash one on. Now lash number 2, and voila. Once I'm done with everything, this is where I tell my friends, yeah, I'm in an Uber, knowing fully well I have to call the Uber. Once I put on the One Size Until Dawn setting spray, I don't have much. I don't have much left, so I'm gonna use it sparingly, but I'm gonna put that shit on because after this is my makeup is not moving. So that's why it's important to like set in between before you put the big guns out. Okay. What? This is straight alcohol. That's straight alcohol. And there we have it. This was a full look. This is how. Let me just take my glasses off so you can see better. Oh, I forgot the highlighter. Let me go ahead and put some highlighter on. I'm going to be using the Cheeky Bronze by MAC. I've had this for years. Like, I've literally hit pan, but she's still kicking it.
Womp womp. That's on me, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't have that footage, but it was I literally just put some highlight on my cheekbones, on the bridge of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow as well. I'll do better next time. That's on me. Please forgive me.
Here we go. This is the final look. I'm so sorry it took so long because I promised to make a video about how I did my makeup for like ages at this point, and now I did it. I'm very happy with how I went with this video, how I did it. I had no stress factors. I had nothing. I just was able to just do it on my own time and explain it very well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm so excited that you guys are here. Now, if you have any suggestions as to what I should do, please let me know in the comment section. What is your favorite brand? Right? What is your favorite brand of makeup? Or what is the most unconventional way of doing your makeup? Because I will like that, and I will try that in the next time I do makeup video. All right? Well, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Both are at bam.b, and don't forget to follow me on Twitch, which is oddmonoh, ODDMOMOHNOH. All right? Well, bye bye. We'll see you later.